Hello, this is Ascending High Priestess. I hope you guys are doing well. For those of you who are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. And as always, please hit share and subscribe. We are a growing channel. It would mean the world to me if you actually subscribe and be part of the gang and the Ascending High Priestess gang, okay? Let's see what Spirit wants you to know, okay? So for a lot of you, you are going to be getting something big, okay? For a lot of you, you're checking those boxes. You have learned a lot of lessons. You're being evaluated for something. For some of you, that evaluation is about work. You're going to be promoted, okay? I'm here, promotion. There is something that you're going to be getting and winning, okay? Whether that's in spirit or actual physical win, okay? And I'm here for most of you, is for both, okay? You have passed a major test in the spirit world, and you're going to be evaluated also for a promotion in the physical world, okay? There's a lot of things that you gambled on, that you worked through, that you put a lot of effort into it, that's going to be paying off, okay? For a lot of you, you faced a lot of rejection in the past, okay? You faced, but you remain flexible. Okay, you remain flexible, and a lot of you are extremely smart. You knew that in a matter of time, if you remained flexible and you kept working at certain things, that when it came time for this evaluation, you were going to be rewarded, okay? You were going to be rewarded. So for a lot of you, you worked with that energy, and, yeah, that rejection hurted. That rejection was painful, but you knew that, in some sort of like timeline, okay, it was going to be reflected in a positive way, okay? For a lot of you, you went through a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, a lot of sleepless nights when it came to that, okay? Because maybe you had a lot of friends and a lot of lovers, just a lot of people just that were acting very shady towards you. So it left you in a space that made you feel very, very lonely, okay? But for a lot of you, that loneliness actually brought in some wisdom and balance, okay? You were able to go within, and you were able to sort of gain some knowledge from that, okay? And you were able to see the silver lining of a lot of things, that the people that perhaps you were hanging out with, or the people that you may have called family, in reality they didn't have the best intentions for you, okay? So you were able to see that clearly. For a lot of you, this will bring in lovers, okay? This will bring in a twin flame. This will bring in some stability and some balance in your love life, okay? And for some of you, you saw that, there was a level of obsession, a level of deception that you had to learn to sort of remove from your life, okay? There was clarity that you needed, okay? Clarity that is being brought to you by spirit, okay, regarding these lessons, all right? There's also, a level of innocence that spirit wants to sort of help you retain. You were a bit very innocent perhaps when it came to dealing with a lot of this energy, and maybe this is why you suffered so much, because you never had to go through anything like this. So um it kind of put you behind the eighth ball, because for someone that, because you're not the type of person that would do something like that to people, so you don't expect people to do that to you, okay? So that was a level of naivety that you had to sort of learn from, okay? You dealt with your fights, okay? You dealt with your strengths, and because you had to deal with certain people that may have hurt your heart, okay, but it made you stronger, okay? That strength in, learning how to stick up for yourself, it made you stronger. And spirit is seeing your efforts, okay? There's something that they want to give you that maybe you're not seeing, and they're recognizing your strength in all of this, okay? Yeah. Right now, you are an Emperor energy. Right now, you are an Emperor energy, okay? Regardless of the fact whether you're male or female, remember we have energy that encompasses both male and female. There may be a tower that was that you went through in the past that was extremely difficult, okay? But you are going right now. You are standing in a very covered and a very sheltered energy via spirit. You are very abundant right now. There may be a choice that you may have had to make, a very difficult choice. And this choice at one point led you, you know, into a very painful era for your, you know, for some of you, this may have been months. For some of you, this was years where you went through a lot of emotional pain, a lot of people backstabbing you, a lot of people talking about you, but they didn't realize that you were covered by spirit, okay? You were sheltered by spirit. So there may be still a decision that you need to make regarding something that's going to be a little bit emotional for you. And spirit is here to kind of like help you temper out that emotion, okay? Because it is going to be very, very difficult for you, okay? You may feel a little bit trapped at one point or felt a little bit trapped, but, you know, don't stay stuck, because once this happens, there's going to be a certain level of fruition, okay? So don't stay stuck. Don't hold on to things too tightly, especially if they don't serve you. There's going to be change that's going to be coming in very, very quickly, okay? The only thing that you do need to do is kind of let go of some of those burdens. You know, we are in Aquarius season, so, you know, I can't really show this. We are in Aquarius season, so you are in that energy, that beautiful Aquarius energy. There is someone, you know, there's always a bitch somewhere in the corner where they belong that's trying to sort of manipulate certain things and trying to manipulate your money. But all of this is for you, okay? Money, wealth. All you got to do is put down those burdens, because you're going to be getting a lot of really beautiful things from your spirit guides, okay? You're going to be getting the fruits of your labor. Meanwhile, they're going to be getting judgment, okay? They're going to be getting judgment. Let's see what advice Spirit has for you. What advice do you have for the collective? Wisdom, okay? Wisdom. So you've been here before and you know what to do, yet you fear disappointing others. The wise choice may not be the popular choice, but choose for the highest good of the situation, okay? They want you to speak up. There's something that you're going through that they want you to use your voice. They want you to take charge, okay? They want you to take charge. They want you to become that leader that they know that you are, because there is a fresh start just around the corner for you, and they want you to take advantage of this fresh start. They want you to jump in with both feet without fear and just take advantage of this, because on the other side of all of this, there's going to be inner peace. So they just want you to let go, okay? And they do have compassion for you, okay? They do have compassion for you, and they want you to have compassion for yourself, because they are aware that you are a warrior, okay? They are aware that you are a warrior, and they are aware that they want you to follow your passion. Because a lot of what's going to happen is that once all of this garbage it moves out of your energy, you're going to be in a stage where you're going to be growing very, very quickly, and a lot of the things that you've always wanted, they're going to start happening for you. Okay, they're going to start moving. You're going to be moving and shaking and growing in ways that you probably never even thought you could grow. Okay, so just keep working with your spirit guides, keep working with your ancestors, work with your team. Okay, work with your team, and you're going to be moving forward in a very, very healthy way, moving into a very, very healthy cycle. Okay, so I hope this message resonated with you. Please hit share and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Take care.